Hi everyone, and welcome to this All Signs Tarot reading. We are going to take a look at whatever comes out. We're going to do Aries all the way through Pisces, so timestamps are below. If you would like a personal reading with me, my link is in the description box underneath the More tab. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with Aries. All right, tell me about Aries and or Aries placements. I'm using the cool Woodlands Wardens deck. Thank you, Liz. Although I forget what sign you are, you probably didn't see this, but thank you. Okay, so let's get started. Aries, please. What is the message for Aries? Okay. Let's get those. All right. Aries, please. What do they need to know at this time? What is their message at this time? Okay. Oh, all right. Got a lot of kind of blocking, a little drama, something going on here. Welcome all y'all. It's a sabotage. Okay. Guarded. Yeah. Freedom. I feel for you guys, like there's something going on here where it's there's a very masculine energy that is showing up here. King of Swords, Seven of Wands, and Knight of Wands. It does not have to necessarily be a male or a masculine person, okay? It could just be the masculine energy of you or something along those lines. But it's paired here with guilt and sabotage. All right, so I do feel like this energy is, since you have the Five of Wands over here, this, I feel like someone just like keeps coming at you, you know, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like no matter what you do, you know, you put up your guard, or if you show vulnerability or something like that, it just, no matter what, it turns into a fight or it turns into a drama, and then the person like feels bad after, or, you know, it's just this like pattern over and over and over and over, and then they feel guilty for sabotaging, that sort of thing. Let me see what your cards are here. Okay, preparation, creative ingenuity, and inspiration. Okay, so Aries, I feel like whatever the situation is going on for you, there is like this like guilt or sabotage that is going on. All right, so it could be from another, all right, another person. It could possibly be your own sort of like masculine energy. So like your just go-gettedness or something. Perhaps you self-sabotage yourself, or you feel guilty for going after something, right? It's like whatever it is, whether it's a person that's actually just always sucking up your energy and taking up your time and all that sort of stuff, coming back, apologizing, you know, those types of things. Either way, it's like a drama that you don't need, right? And I know that you know this. Like, I feel like I'm just confirming, you know, for you, because I don't think this is like news to you. I think that you know this already. And from what I can see, I sense, you know, from what I'm seeing here, that you are well aware of this and you're handling it well. So I kind of get a Fool card vibe here of just really doing what you can to not engage in this. Don't be too guarded, but don't be too vulnerable. Just sort of like let it just roll over, right? It's something to not engage in. Absolutely. Work on your, you know, it says preparation, creative ingenuity, and inspiration for these cards. I mean, we have the squirrel here, right, for preparation, and we have creative inspiration. We have the yeah, the spider and the passion flower, right? I'm sorry, for ingenuity, right? Yeah, creative ingenuity. And because I think of it like a spider in a web, and I mean, that takes a lot of creative ingenuity, right? And then we have the salamander and black pepper with inspiration. I feel like these are your goals right now. These are the things to focus on. All the other stuff, let it wash over you, you know, or just let it go. Don't engage with anything. Let that situation, because the more I feel like you fuel it, then the more it's going to keep you stuck and where you don't want to be. All right, I'm going to get you guys one extra oracle card here. Energy and or advice for Aries. Okay. Gratitude. Oh, that's a nice card. All right, let's see. And focus is at the bottom of the deck, and faith also after that. Okay, so yeah, I feel this is a great card for you because, I mean, she just looks sort of weary, doesn't she? She's sort of like, oh my God, I'm tired of being guarded, but then if I'm vulnerable, I'm tired of that because then this happens, So I feel like you guys are just like weary of that type of energy. I think with this gratitude card, the first thing that hit me with this was that not that it's something specific to be grateful for or someone specific to be grateful for, more that it's just a matter of being grateful that you are the kind of person that can truly let this wash over you. All right. And I mean, that we may take that for granted, but that is a skill. It is a skill. So I do feel like that is what to exercise within you as far as your movement forward through anything. So possibly expect 7 to 10 days, or maybe currently it's going on already, a little bit of some kind of drama kick up here or something along those lines. Again, don't play into it. Okay. All right. That's what I have for Aries. We are on to Taurus. These go over here. And that goes over there. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm going to use these for the advice card. We'll move those over here. We're going to switch things up a little bit. Okay, all right. Okay, Taurus, let's see what the message is for you. Whatever wants to come out. Taurus. Taurus. Get a few tarot cards and we'll get to your message. Okay, what is the message for Taurus? What do they need to hear the most at this time? Taurus and or Taurus placements, please. Thank you. All right. Chariot card at the bottom of the deck. All right. Cancer energy or just breaking free of something. Okay, let's see what we got. So we got the Three of Pentacles. We have the Four of Swords. Okay. And the Queen of Cups. So some pretty sort of, we'll dig a little deeper into this because I feel like it's just sort of like energy. It's there could be some moodiness at this time, or not in a critical, I'm not oh, you're being moody, Taurus, not in that way, just general sort of malaise, moodiness about a situation. I feel like possibly you're waiting to hear about something or hear from someone, or just considering well, I don't know, will this work out? Won't this work out? So just a lot of kind of energy for this current energy. Let me look at your other cards here. Okay. Nice. All right. Yeah, okay, with the Chariot card here, I feel like this is the reading that you need right now, Taurus, is what I see. Because I feel like you guys have this sort of, that word just keeps coming to mind, malaise. This sort of, towards something, just life in general, or a relationship, or something that's just not moving forward. And you have this card of higher self activation. Okay, you have this card that says remember and awakening. All right, reaching for the beautiful spiritual light energy there, right? And then you have this nurture and compassion showing up. So I feel like there's something here where it's not that you need a Taurus, get motivated, a rattling. I don't think that's going to work for you right now. And I don't think that just kind of sitting with things is really what you need right now. I feel like what this is saying is what would really be beneficial in current energy here is to remember, awaken that higher self, that activation. So in other words, it's not like a physical, if it's work, for instance, I've got to make some changes. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to get resumes. I got to, it's not like that kind of shaking you, Taurus. Yeah, do something kind of physical thing. or if it's a relationship that you're very emotional, like sort of sitting with and like, should I, shouldn't I, or am I ever going to hear from them? Should I try to work this out with them? You know, whatever types of situations we have, it's not necessarily to keep in that energy either, like something's going to magically like come to you. I feel like your answers right now are to remember like who you are, like spiritually. Okay, that's what I feel your energy is, and we're gonna see what other types of advice we can get for you. I want to pull one of these cards from the Woodland Wardens here. Okay. Graceful persistence. See, that makes sense, because it's like, I'm not getting that it's a hard push or that you have to shake yourself out of something and like extra motivate or like, man, I really should go like running, 8 miles today instead of 3, or something like that. It's not like that type of energy. It's this graceful persistence, this higher self activation that is like helping you to remember and awaken that nurturing and compassion that I feel like your spirit, your soul is craving at this time. So there's something about like a calm movement. You are going to have some kind of breakthrough here, all right, by being in that energy, I feel. So what is it mostly that Taurus needs to remember and awaken within themselves for this higher self activation? Queen of Swords, kick ass. Okay, you also have the Star card peeking out, and you have this like Page of Cups. The Page of Cups can sometimes represent, to me personally as a reader, sort of that curious inner child energy. Okay, so kind of waking that up a little bit, that curious inner child energy. But the first thing that came out is the kick-ass Queen of Swords. All right, so as far as like what we need to remember, what we need to awaken to activate our higher self is like truth, clarity, speaking our truth from a place of conviction. The Queen of Cups is more keeping things inside, internally processing, right? The Queen of Swords is more of an external outlet here of truth. So I do feel like you guys have, like, it's not something to do in 2 seconds. I feel like this is something where you should really try to connect higher on a higher spiritual, whatever that practice may be for you, meditation, deep prayer, something along those lines. And from that, then be very clear about what it is that you want to express or communicate in any situation. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. All right, so that is Taurus. Let's move to Geminis. Okay. All right, Gemini, let's see what the message is for you. Geminis, please. Gemini and or Gemini placements. Okay. Okay, Gemini and or Gemini placements. All right. Let's get some tarot cards here into the mix. See what we get. Tell me about Gemini. What is it that they need to hear at this time? What is their message? Whatever would like to come out for our Gemini friends, please. And Gemini placements. Okay. Okay. We got Taurus at the bottom of the deck. Okay, what's going on? We got a mix of cards here. So we got 3 swords showing face up. Okay, so I can't remember if it fell out. I don't remember, but let's see. All right, what's up? Yeah. Okay, there is an offer. Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Okay. Unexpected. Interesting. And communication. Okay, so I do see communication here. We do have the Page of Cups. My first instant, I wasn't really saying anything yet because I wanted to kind of get confirmation here, and it is confirming what I was thinking. I feel like there is someone that is communicating with you. I get the sense though that they're like schmoozing you. That's like a weird word. So it's a very old school word, and it's not a word that I use very often. All right, so it's like it's not really in my vernacular, like something I don't throw around a lot, like schmoozing. So that might be something for someone. Maybe this person could be more, like my generation, Gen X or Boomer or something like that. I don't know. I feel like there's like this energy here of like someone coming forward. It's a little unexpected. It is a message, but it's not necessarily what you were expecting. Okay, so let me see where this is going. Now, if this hasn't come in yet, then this, again, is, whatever comes out, current energy. This could be something coming in within the next, 7 days, something like that. Okay. Yeah, I just feel like you're not necessarily there yet with this person. I feel like it's unexpected. Some of you too, it could be dating app stuff, because I have this page, I have this emperor, I have another page, I have a king at the bottom of the deck. Maybe, if you're on dating apps, it's sort of like, okay, unexpected offer, hey, Gemini, I want to take you out. Let's meet up, something like that. You have this like communication card, right? So there's that. I feel like there's a few things. It's almost kind of like I get the vibe like they're coming out of the woodwork or something. Okay. And again, I don't know if this is like a dating app or, it could be work related. If you're looking for new, new positions, well, they could be coming out of the woodwork kind of deal. I just feel like you're sort of like, with everything that's coming towards you. Like you're not super thrilled. Okay. Is what I'm getting. I feel like you may have somebody soon who you will be super thrilled about. All right, I do see that. I feel like someone's going to surprise you. Okay, some of you also may hear from like an ex. Weren't expecting it, that kind of thing. I just feel like universe is, here's what I feel like. I feel like you guys are feeling kind of not great about things. Not super thrilled with romantic love, not super thrilled with, again, it could be work, career, whatever it is. I feel like you are feeling trapped. You're feeling just sort of disappointed, heavy heartbroken. Don't want to be betrayed again. Don't want to be let down again. That kind of energy. But the thing is, I feel like you may be sinking a little bit like too far into that universe is like, whoa, wait a minute. I don't have this thing, ready for Gemini yet, but I can tell like they're kind of sinking. So like universe is saying this, right? So you know what? I'm just going to throw a couple things at them just to kind of keep them on their toes while I get this other amazing thing ready for them. Okay. So that's the way I'm seeing this. So I feel like universe sees that you're sort of in this downer energy or something along those lines, and I feel like they may be sending you a couple things just to sort of like occupy, what's the REM song, something to occupy my time, right? I feel like they're sending you some options to occupy your time, but it's not quite like the one that you're looking for quite yet. So for some of you, again, this could be jobs very easily, like different offers, but like you're not feeling it. But the universe doesn't want you to feel like you're not going to get something. So they're throwing you little things to keep you, from being too brokenhearted here. But like you have a very good something coming in and getting ready for you is what I think. So it might be like, it may feel like the universe is just bombarding you with like things that you don't want right now. All right. So just keep that in mind, and don't jump on the first train that comes along, right? If it's an ex that you're not really good going back with them, then don't be tempted. It's like hold out for what you really want, right? I feel like that's going to be your best move here. Okay, so let me get you guys an advice card or two here. All right, so tell me about Gemini. Okay. So we have financial constraints. Okay. Yeah, you guys might be feeling the pinch a little bit too. That can always put us in that mode. Okay, we have self-love. And then we have not for you. Yeah, that's what I'm sensing. Like something's coming up here and it's like it's not for you. So, and it may be like you guys are trying to navigate right now, like how to like not, some of you may have like financial constraints. You may have financial fears. I mean, who doesn't, right? In this time and age, right? Well, billionaires, I guess they don't. All right. But I mean, for the most of us, you know, it's, there's some worry there. There's some concerns there. Absolutely. And I feel like you guys are trying like hell to like nurture and be in self-love and all of that. But universe keeps sending you this little bullshit that it's like, like, no, 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 no. You know, it's like, that's not what I want, not what I want. This is not for me, you know, and I feel like that's, you're getting a couple more like little bullshit things coming your way is what I see. But keep in mind, I feel like it's just because whatever is coming for you is taking some time to be like put together in like divine timing in the right way. Okay. So I would say hang in there, keep working on the self-love aspect of things. Don't settle for things that aren't you. Don't feel like you're at this like fork in the road and you have to make a decision this second. It's like there's something that will come into the flow, but I feel like you're just kind of getting bombarded with a lot of things to make sure, you know, that you won't just sort of like, universe is like making sure that you won't just kind of fall into whatever, well, I'm tired of feeling like this, I'm tired of feeling like that, so oh well, this isn't what I want, but I'll take it anyway because it's something like that. The universe doesn't want you to do that. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. All right. Okay, we're on to Cancers. Oh, wait, I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry, Gemini. Hold on. I didn't get your little woodland creature card. Let me get that. Gemini. Okay. Healing wounds. Yeah, the badger and ginkgo. Yeah, and stagnation. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Okay. Upheaval and then peace. Okay, so yeah, all right, we have Healing Wounds is the card that I picked for you, though. The Badger and Ginkgo. Just stay in that mode. I feel like you guys have been through the ringer with that 3 of Swords, 8 of Swords, and, you know, I feel like it's probably hard for you guys to get excited about anything right now. And the thing is, though, I think that's okay. Because the things that are coming, like, towards you, they aren't anything to be excited about. Heal those wounds, you're gonna have something to be excited about. All right, that's what I am seeing. All right, so there may be a little period of stagnation, a little period of upheaval here, but it's all getting you to this peace and hope. Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, okay, so let's see, let's put that one, we already used that one. Let's go to Cancers. Okay, all right, Cancers. Let's see what the message is for you. Cancers, Cancer placements. Oh, all right. And, all right, we'll go with that one too. No, I just heard no on this one. Okay, good. All right, that's a good no. All right. Cancers, please. What is the message for Cancers and or Cancer placements? It's a tarot message for Cancers at this time. What do they need to know? I need to know. Oh, uh-oh. All right. Whoa. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Intriguing. I almost feel like someone's trying to give you something, but it's like you are not engaging or not wanting it. They could be even offering you like a gift or money or something along those lines. Hold on, let me look at your oracle cards. Oh. Twin flame. Intriguing. Yeah, well, that makes sense. All right, twin flame. Okay, the twin flames card came out here. Okay, you also have ego, vanity, and pride, confusion, Neptune, and illusions here. Illusions. Okay. Sagittarius energy coming through here, perhaps. You also have Aquarius here. All right. I'm going to clarify your twin flame card, because I before I even saw those cards, like I kind of get the sense like someone's trying to like step back in or get into your good graces again, or like treat you to something, maybe make up for something, possibly with money or something like that. And I feel like you're just sort of no, like not having it for some reason. Okay, tell me about twin flames. What's going on with twin flames showing up here for Cancers? Two of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. God, what is that song? Okay, so the song... Wow, I haven't heard that for a while. Okay, so I'm a huge Stones fan, and but I honestly, I listened to them so much in my youth because I liked them when I was a teenager and just continued to listen to them and, you know, to everything. There's the B-side of Tattoo You, which is has always sort of sunk in there as one of my favorites. And it's Tops. That's it. Thank you. I had to talk about it so I could get the name. The song is Tops. And it's something like, hey, baby, I'll take you to the top. So it's like, it's kind of like one of those, kind of like Me Too, you know, type of songs, right? But not really. I mean, I think it's, that's the vibe I'm getting here. It's like somebody wants you to do something. They're going to give you money, or they're going to give you a gift, or something along those lines. But it has a little bit of Neptune rose-colored glasses to it. So I feel like someone's going to appeal to your vanity or to your ego, or, you know, something like, not that, you know, Cancers walk around with huge egos, but I'm just, you know, ego in general. We all have one, right? So I feel like someone's going to like have rose-colored glasses toward you, or not toward you, like they have it for you, but they're going to like sell you something that's like confusing or something along those lines. And I just kind of feel like, yeah, like, hey, baby, I'll take you to the top, you know, make you a star, you know, something like that. It's weird. So it may not be in like the acting profession like that song is, or whatever that song's about. I can't remember. It's been a while since I heard that B-side stuff, but it has that vibe, right, of like the director making the actress, you know, into, you know, giving her the lead role or something like that kind of song. So like that vibe is what I get from this reading. So it may not be those exact circumstances. You get what I'm saying? It's the metaphor of things. So, so let me see what your advice is, because I feel like somebody's kind of selling you a bag of goods that you're not wanting any part of. The thing is, though, I can't necessarily say that this is a bad thing. All right, so that's what I want to look at now. I want to get some advice cards on this, because you may be jaded to the point where you think that this person's just selling you a bag of goods, when maybe they're not. Maybe they actually do have, you know, something for you that is, you know, love, or it could actually be something about like work, or, you know, it could be a twin flame, you know, in a business partnership or something like that. So let me see what your advice is, because I don't really get a hit either way. But for some reason, I don't get like a really, even though like that song came to my mind, I don't get like a really seedy vibe to this, and I don't really get a negative vibe to it. And you would think I would, given the stuff we talked about. All right, so let's see. So is this just Cancer's perception of like confusion, and maybe this really is a good thing? What's the advice for Cancers, please? Energy and or advice of this situation that I am seeing here. Okay, thank you. Oh, now that makes me want to hear that. Oh my God, that whole B-side is amazing. So many good songs on that. Forgotten about that. Okay. Yeah, hidden motivations is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let me see. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Ascended Masters in reverse. Hot Moon Extremes. Oh, there it is. hot moon extreme. That's, you know, you guys know this one by now. If you've watched me enough, this comes out. It's always, I always say it looks like my, you know, Harlequin romance novel cover. Okay. All right. The steamy back, the hotel room with the moon glow in the background. Oh my God. Cancers. Okay. Unfinished symphony. Intriguing. Okay. Unfinished symphony. Here's the thing. All right. I don't get like a bad vibe from this. I don't. Now keep in mind it's a general reading. All right. So trust your instincts. This, something's clearly not done here. I mean, we have twin flame, we have unfinished symphony, we have this hot moon extremes, door to romance. Yeah, somebody wants to take you somewhere, like a hotel or a trip or something along those lines is what I am getting. No real advice came out from the stack of cards, okay? It was more like showing me the energy, and I asked for advice and or energy. It's showing me the energy. So I feel like there's not advice at this time. All right, there is something that's happening. It is kind of twin flamey, all right, or very twin flame. And I don't get a terribly negative vibe, but I don't get an overtly, oh my God, positive vibe either. So I would say just kind of, you know, go with the flow, see what's up. You know yourself. Trust yourself. All right. That's a huge part of things. Okay. Trust yourself. And for some of you, this could be great. For others of you, this is like a no way, you know, like, nope, not coming back around. And, you know, I get that. That's, you know, absolutely. But for others of you, because keep in mind, you know, a lot of cancers out there, others of you, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Okay, that's what I am seeing. It could be intriguing, quite frankly. All right, so that is Cancer. We are on to Leos. Hey, baby, I'll take you to the top. All right. Oh, did I get your I did not get your Forest Friends card either, Cancer. I keep forgetting. Okay, let me get that real quick. Okay, modest fortitude. Modest fortitude. And I love it's the horse and bluebell. All right, I love the so pretty. I love horses and I love bluebells. They're so pretty. Okay, so modest fortitude. Okay, because yeah, I do feel like something could be a little like spotlighty for you, you know, or something like that. So just, you know, stay with it in a modest fortitude. Okay, so let's see. That was Cancer. We're on to Leos. Okay, all right, Leo. Let's see what the message is for you. Leos, please. Okay. All right, let me get a few tarot cards, then we'll take a look and see what we got. What is whatever wants to come out for Leo? Leo Sun, Leo placements, Leo friends. What do we got? Okay. All right, so we got Knight of Swords falling. Oh, wow. Okay. It could be a little drama, Leo's going on, or somebody wanting to, yeah, you may not be seeing this, or like, I don't know. It reminds me of the Aries reading of, so some of you might be watching both. It's like not engaging with something. I do feel like you may not be seeing what's going on behind the scenes, all right, with something or someone. Someone may be going through a lot, or someone may be wanting to like engage in drama toward you. I don't feel like you see this coming, okay? For some of you, well, all right, now you do. All right, there may be something here to like kind of prepare yourself for, but it's not in a frightening way or anything like that. I don't get it. When I say stuff like that, like I never, you know, go that route of sensationalism or anything like that with readings. But I mean, let's face it, it is the Knight of Swords and the Five of Wands. So I mean, you know, it's definitely drama, you know, of some sort, or somebody a little ticked off, or, you know, something like that. Again, with the Two of Swords, this could be something that you're not really seeing, you're not really knowing. I feel like with the Eight of Cups here, there's this like emotionally detaching from that, and just keep moving forward, just keep moving forward, just keep moving forward. So there's something here to like not engage in. And let's see what the rest of your oracle cards here. Okay, so we have cosmic purpose, open to receive, and chemistry and passion. Interesting. What was at the bottom of the deck? Oh, separation and trust. Separation and trust. Okay. Yeah, I feel like right now is a great time for you guys, Leo, to just focus on like your purpose. Your like it's a good time to be open to receiving messages like about your purpose, moving towards like work, career, or just, you know, things that fulfill you in general. All right, soul calls, you know, soul purpose. I do think that you do have chemistry and passion with someone. And I feel like this is all going to come in for you once, like what you don't see is once you can kind of like leave behind this other situation, emotionally detach from it and move away from it completely. And not even completely, like just start the process. All right. Just starting the process of that is going to open up a lot of things for you that I feel like you've been looking for. All right. So, and it may be something like that you're not even realizing is a bigger deal than it is like playing around in your psyche. So I get that some of you, there is like, maybe there's a little pissed offness or there's a little drama, you know, going on in there. Maybe for some of you, it's real, you know, maybe you absolutely know what this is, hands down, no problem. Others of you, it could be something that's more like a psyche thing where it's something that you're not seeing, that if you actually can emotionally detach from this and start this process to move forward, like you're going to receive not only like this sort of North Node cosmic purpose messages or direction, but also perhaps like a really good sense of like partnership with someone or chemistry, passion with someone. So that's what I think your message is. So I don't think it's necessarily, I mean, it is a current energy message because I feel like that is what should be going on in the current energy, but it's more of like your message is more of a broad message rather than oh, this is going to happen this week, current message, you know. So let me get some extra advice then here for you. So, okay, well, actually, let me use a tarot first, and then, so what can Leo do to see, because I feel like some of you don't even know that this is actually what is hindering you, all right, with the Two of Swords there. So what can I tell Leos out there, like, how can they, what is it they need to see? What is it they need to see about, like, this, like, drama or possible hidden anger or teed off at something? What is it that they really need to see in order to make this emotional break to move forward? Just that's as clear as I was going to pull more cards, but yeah, it's really just about making this choice right now. Justice, very clear. All right, justice is like a karmic cycle that is done. All right, so it's like it's time to emotionally detach from the way things were. All right, so things may have been very hectic, maybe drama filled. Maybe they're, you know, maybe came out of like a big drama relationship where they just wanted to argue all the time or just stir up things, or maybe there's an ex who's still a little pissed off, or maybe you're still pissed off at an ex, you know, stuff like that, whatever, work, career, whatever it is. There's this part of you that has gone through that. And what you're not seeing right now is that can be done. It can be gone. It can be let go of now. So for those of you who have been trying to move forward, all right, or who have felt that call, like, okay, I need to move away from this. It's time to go. It's time to emotionally detach. And this could be anything. It doesn't have to be romance. This could be, you know, work, career, anything, right? Or just the way that you are thinking about things. It's like, it's a new cycle now. And that makes sense, right? It's a new day. It's a new dawn, right? And it's, yeah, there we go. And it's like, it's time to like emotionally detach and move forward here. Okay. Because it's like your purpose is here. Receive it. Open your hand to receive it. Right? We can't receive anything when we're like this, all like entangled in, you know, our fist, our anger, our inner fears, our this and that. You know, we can only receive things, right? When we are open. So it's like, be open to receive. I feel like you guys are going to get messages about your true cosmic purpose, and I feel like you're really going to like match with someone very soon as well. Okay. All right. So that is Leo. We are on to Virgos. All right. Hi, Virgos. All right, let's see what the message is for Virgo. Please. Oh, I've got the, well, I'll go with it. I pulled these cards, so, okay. I was using a different deck earlier, but we'll go for it. Okay. Virgo Sun and or Virgo placements, please. What is the message for them? Whatever would like to come out at this time. Okay, and let's go with that one. And let's get a few tarot cards, and we're ready to go. All right. Virgo, please. What is their message? What do they need to... Okay. Ooh. All right. So these things I feel like you're kind of stuck, like, in. And there we go. Two of Cups coming out. Interesting. So we have Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Two of Cups wanted to fly out there. Okay. And this will be, like, your outcome card. But these cards, I felt they were sitting weird in the deck, and they were like really wanting to come out, but they were stuck. So I look at that as a true like metaphor for these are possibly the things that you are stuck with on your journey to connection. So let's take a look. And Two of Cups doesn't have to mean romance, you know, it can mean just whatever it is that you do love. Okay, awesome. All right, so I see where this is going. All right. Whoa. Virgo, you are going to love this reading. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right, I'm sorry. I'll stop keeping you in suspense. I'm so excited. I'm just going to show you. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm just going to show you right now because the oracle cards here and the last one that would match this one is integration and union. Hold on. Let me get those up there. Let's frame that up. Is that thumbnail worthy? I don't know. All right. All right. So beautiful. So the things that like were stuck, I don't think they are. Usually my first go-to with that is that it's something stuck within your psyche that's like kind of holding you back from going forward towards something. With these, I don't feel like that is the situation. I don't feel like anything is necessarily stuck in your psyche that's keeping you away from achieving a goal or, you know, something like that, which was, it again, would be my normal go-to. What this one is, I feel, is about timing. Okay, because the very first card in the oracle cards is trust divine time. Okay, so I feel like this is what is coming to you. I don't think there's anything stuck. I feel like this is happening. All right, it's like we have this clean slate, new start, the Fool. We have the Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity. We have you standing in like your inner beauty, your inner strength, and we have someone here making a choice to see that and come toward you. I just feel like that it's saying it's not quite here yet. Okay, trust in divine timing. There is someone for you or something. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic here, but it's, I'd say for the majority, it does feel like a romantic reading. But there is this union, this integration, this is soul connection, right? All right. So it's like it's not just like, oh, an exciting, you know, little spring love or affair or something like that. This is something good. Let me see what this card is. It just gets better, Virgo. I mean, it just gets better. You got the card of luck. All right, luck. Amazing. And also too, I didn't even mention this one. Okay, so you have trust, divine time, freedom, leap, opportunities, and then you had integration, union. Okay, those are the 3 oracle cards you got. I showed the other one, divine timing. I showed the union. This one I didn't show yet. And look, your very first card out is the Fool card. I mean, there is so much simpatico here. There's so much like synchronicity here with this reading, Virgo. Like I would be very excited with this reading. So I do feel like there is a new opportunity for you. It is going to require you, to be open, at this time to new opportunities, to free yourself to be open for opportunities. All right. Here's the thing. This reading is like, wow. All right. Amazing. But I'm going to tell you right now, like these types of readings happen for people who are willing to take a little bit of a leap of faith or willing to put themselves out there a little bit. They don't happen when all we do is like sit in our house and watch Netflix. Okay, that's not really going to happen, because how's the opportunity even going to come through, right? It's like, so there is something here about needing to be open to new things. Put yourself in a good position. It doesn't mean like strategize and like, oh, well, maybe I should go to here and maybe I should go there because that tarot reading said so. It just means like be open to things. But in order to be open to things, we do need to like step outside a little bit or go somewhere or do something, right? I mean, it could be an app thing, maybe, that's possible. But generally things like this that are this amazing aren't typically coming to those of us who are just, like I said, sitting at home in our PJs watching Netflix or something, right? So be open to things. There's something flirty. There's something new coming toward you, and it looks good. I'm going to leave it there. Don't forget you had that card of luck. And it's like a 10, like the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so man, gosh, you guys hit it out of the park, Virgo. That's a reading. That's a reading for you. Okay, let's go to Libra and see what the message is for you, Libras. All right, Libra, please, Libra. Messages for Libra and or Libra Sun and or placements, please. Libras. What do we got going on for you guys? All right. Okay. Let's get some tarot cards into the mix. Libra, please. Whatever would like to come out for our Libra friends. What do we have? Okay. One more shuffle. You got it. Seeing some communication cards going by, so I would not be surprised if you get like sort of a sudden kind of out of the blue communication, something like that. Okay. Okay, we'll go with that. Maybe. All right, this one's a maybe, so I don't feel like this applies to all of you. That may be something specific. Okay, so let's see. What do we have? Oh, yeah, first card out, communication. Okay, Page of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Yeah. Okay. And the Tower. Okay. Let's see what this one was. Oh. If you're Virgo, Libra, Cusper, watching both of those, man. All right. If you are a Virgo, Libra, Cusper, I would watch that Virgo reading. Okay. Because, wow. Okay. Anyway. So for Libras, definite communication coming through here. And I even said something about unexpected, right? And we have the Tower card here, and that was before those cards even came down onto the table. So yeah, I definitely see there's something here, some kind of connection. Maybe someone's wanting to like treat you to something, surprise you, or it just takes you off guard, like you weren't expecting this. So you're just kind of going about your life day to day, blah, 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 right? One foot in front of the other. And then all of a sudden, you walk in to get a coffee at Starbucks and, somebody, you meet somebody amazing or something like that, right? It has like that kind of vibe. And I'm not saying that exact scenario, but that kind of vibe. Let me look and see what your oracle cards are. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we do have deception, temptation here. Okay, so let's see. Let's take a look. We're going to clarify that card. Oh, Oh, okay. So I heard that's what that sort of. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, no worries, Libra. Okay, because I really felt like I saw it even shift, like before I even did that, like I saw it in my head, like moving these two over. Remember how I said originally that this extra card was like maybe for some of you, you know, kind of thing? Like I didn't feel like it was for everyone. I feel like it's the same thing with this card, this deception, temptation card. Okay, some of you, I would say heads up a little bit, all right, with you know, maybe a little too good to be true. Somebody coming back around and apologizing. Yeah, things like that. I don't know. Just be careful with things like that, especially like with exes or something along those lines. Okay. For the rest of you, the majority that I'm seeing here, I feel like you do have something something coming in here that is unexpected, and it's helping you move away from memories and nostalgia, because you have the card of memories and nostalgia here, and also forming structure, solid foundation. So I do feel like you guys, like you may even, some of you, it could even be like a raise or more money or a gift of money or something along those lines that helps you to form some sort of solid structure, that helps you kind of detach from memories and nostalgia of certain things. Okay. Let me check this Tower card. What is the Tower card, please, for Libras? Oh, well, okay. It's not wanting to clarify the Tower card. It's wanting to clarify this over here, so that's okay. Let's see what we got. Sagittarius energy. Definitely could be Sagittarius energy. Okay, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so for some of you, this could absolutely be like a raise that you were not expecting, or a new job opportunity that you were not expecting. It could help you. It could even be like a small business loan, or like someone like giving you money to start a new solid foundation, something along those lines. So it definitely could be a surprise out of the blue sort of thing. We're going to clarify these cards momentarily, but for the majority of Libras here, I feel like you're getting some sort of good news as far as some sort of gift, extra something, something that's going to help you to form a solid foundation. If it's not in the like money, work, career area, then I would say this is more, if it's romantic, in other words, then it feels new. It feels like it has like a little excitement, curiosity around it. I do feel like someone is seeing you as a potential soulmate, all right? Someone that they could like work well with. So I do feel like it's positive in that direction. Let's clarify. So to sum that up, for the majority of Libras that aren't really caring about this like deception to a cupsy kind of thing going on, nostalgia, maybe something coming back around kind of deal, then I would say you definitely have, like, whatever is coming out is something unexpected. And it most likely has to do with some sort of opportunity that could have potential of starting the structure of building a solid foundation for you or a partnership with someone. Okay, so there's that. Let's clarify this Two of Cups, deception, temptation. What is the message here, please, for the deception, temptation? Okay. This could come from a water sign male. Doesn't have to, but it could. Okay, clarify this for Libras, please. Okay, the Hanged Man, something to see from a different perspective. Ugh. Yeah, High Priestess. I feel like it's not really going to give you the details. Okay, all right. Okay. All right, so I'm not really able to give you a solid on this. Okay, it's a general reading, you know, and it's probably something that's only personal to like maybe a couple Libras out there, so it's not really like giving me like those big you know, broader details that I would need. So I would say with the Hanged Man, the High Priestess, and the Three of Cups, that it's more like just look at things from a different perspective. All right, make sure you are following your intuition with anything that, if it seems a little red flaggy, well, you know, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it's a duck, you know, kind of thing, right? And it's like just sort of really trust your intuition at this time. This may be somebody who, maybe they have other involvements, or maybe they're a player, maybe they just like to go out and have a good time, something along those lines. Or, it could be you. Maybe, you are like just assuming this person's deception. If your go-to is, oh, they're a player. Oh, they're probably being deceptive. Oh, they're this. Oh, they're that. If that's your go-to MO, well, then maybe this is asking you to look at things from a different perspective. Use your intuition with this. Maybe just go out, have fun with this person, see what happens. You're smart. You can figure it out. Like if they truly are a player, but we don't want to have that selective bias that like, puts something, in the grave before it's even had a chance to flourish, right? So it could be good. That's what I'll say with that. It's not really wanting to tell us right now. The cards aren't really wanting to divulge whether or not. So I feel like they really want you to trust your individual intuition and different perspectives of things. Okay. All right. So, let's get your last card here. Your Woodland Wardens card. All right, Woodland Creature card here. All right, for Libras. One last card for Libra. Thank you. Interesting. Trust in the invisible, it says. The snail and huckleberry. I just love that word, huckleberry. It just sounds so fun. Okay. Trust in the invisible. So like I said, maybe it's not, maybe you're just assuming this is deceptive, assuming this is this, assuming this is that. Well, maybe it's not. Trust in the invisible. Okay. All right. So we're on to Scorpio. We are. All right. With Pluto right at the bottom of the deck when I pick up the cards, Scorpio, right on. Okay, what is the message for Scorpio? Whatever would like to come out, Scorpios. Scorpio placements, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio friends. What do we got? Scorpios. Okay. Okay, we'll do that one. All right. Party is at the bottom. Party. Okay. All right, Scorpio. Let's see. What's up? Whatever would like to come out. Messages for Scorpios, please. Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, it looks like you could use some party, some fun. Okay. Seven of Cups, Scorpio energy coming out. Scorpio energy again, Six of Cups. Oh my God. Okay, and Ten of Swords, intriguing. Okay. Not knowing what to do with something and then just feeling exhausted. Scorpio, all right, this one might be a tough one. All right, but you may have someone who like wants to do something or something like that, but they're like exhausted of like figuring out like what. Okay. So I don't feel that it's like that you're high maintenance. I'm not getting like, oh, you just can't be pleased or, or anything like that. But I feel like someone is trying to reach you or give something to you or something like that, but they don't really know what. So I don't think it's not a bad energy. It feels like a helpful energy, quite frankly. But let me see what your oracle cards are. Okay, yeah, closed up. So Scorpio. Oh my God. Okay, closed off, guarded, resistance. Okay. Assistance. I'm telling you, it does say spirit guides on here, but I feel like someone's trying to assist you, but they're like exhausted of like trying to figure out like how. All right. And it could be because you're closed off, you're guarded, you're not. And that is so Scorpio. We tend to, sometimes we're so strong or, whatever that we, we think we can do just everything by ourselves because typically we can, usually we're very resourceful people, right? And it's like, we've been in the dirt, we've been in the muck, we've been in the mud, we've been in the sewers, we've been in everything, right? And it's like, we know how to like climb through that muck and shower off and be sparkly clean again. It's like, we know what it takes to do that, right? So it's like a lot of times then, but we can get a little cocky and wear that as a badge of honor at times. And not then accept assistance when it's genuinely valuable for us. Okay, so instead we want to be guarded, resistant, this kind of thing. I feel like someone really wants to reach out to you, or someone really wants to connect with you in some way, and give some sort of assistance in some way, but you may not be expressing yourself or giving the impression that you're just completely guarded and don't want any help or something like that. Yeah, wow. Because, okay, you also have these cards here of family, home, commitment, and then toxicity, bound, and patterns. All right. So this may have something to do with like early family life or current family life or something along those lines. Especially too, we have the Six of Cups here, right? That can indicate like children, or nostalgic friends or family, things like that. So I do think that there's a deeper situation here where it's like wanting to just sort of sincerely or innocently, and this might even be you, Scorpio. Maybe you are trying to reach someone, because that makes sense too, right? Where like you may be trying to kind of like, what can I do? What can I do to reach this person or assist this person? But it's just like exhausting, like trying to like figure it out. So let's see. Let's look at it from both. We'll look at it from both for you. Okay, so if you are the one, Scorpio, who's closed off and like someone's trying to like reach you or something along those lines, what is the advice then for Scorpio? Should they be more opened up for something? What is going on? All right, for Scorpios who are the ones who are closed off, and we'll look at it from the other way around too. Okay, tell me about the Scorpios who are closed off. Okay, whoa, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we get that. We get what the situation is. So what is the advice for them? Okay. Okay. Wheel of Fortune, and then truth and clarity. Yeah, there's something here about getting through like the toxicity of something and getting to the truth of something, and will help like turn the wheel and like get things like moving for you is what I see. Yeah, there's a lot of like wounds here is what I'm seeing, or just sort of like, I don't know what to do. Nine of Wands, wounded warrior, tried this, tried that, kind of deal. So it's like, I do feel like you may have like too much of a guard up about like fresh slates, clean slates. It's like feeling trapped. Some of you just feel trapped. It's like just trapped. Okay. So it's like something can possibly open up for you, possibly around Capricorn season, or this could be that like toxicity, it is the devil card, right? That needs to be like, just throw the arrows, right? It's like, I feel like throw those javelins to like knock down, right? Like that devil energy so that you can turn the wheel here and move forward. Get to the true clarity, the truth of situations. So there may be something needing to like break that pattern, like this chain, on this card. There's a chain back here. It's like using, forging that sword of truth to break the chains of toxicity here is what I see, so that things can move forward. I think things could look a lot different by like Capricorn season for many of you. That's what I'm seeing there. Okay, let's take a look if it's the other way around. So what is it? What does Scorpio need to know if Scorpio is the one trying to get through, assist, with someone with a situation, but they're just exhausted. They don't know how they can get through to them. What is the message for them? For the Scorpios who are wanting to be of assistance, but they're just exhausted, like trying to figure out how to be, is this something they should just, give up on? What's up? Okay. No, I think, yeah. Wow. Yeah. I think that you may just be dealing with somebody who, they just have some buried, hidden resentments. It's like the opportunities that come forward, they're just not thrilled, with things right now. So I felt like maybe this is one to kind of give up on or something like that, but the cards are not saying that. So, I mean, it depends. You have to use this as a general reading. You have to use, you know, your common sense, your intuition, your gut feeling, instincts, all those things. But these cards are saying, you know what? Something new can be manifested. There just needs to be some sort of like inspiration here. All right, inspiration. You know, something offered here that is like a little bit more exciting, or a little bit you know, a little bit of ingenuity or something like that that can excite this person is what I see. Could even be something about suggesting, you know, like learning something new, going to school, something like that, or just any type of like opportunity that's like just more exciting is what I'm getting. So you may just be dealing with somebody who's like frustrated, bored, you know, needs to come out of their comfort zone, something like that. Something just more exciting, new ideas, fresh ideas, things like that to get them motivated is what I see. So like keep throwing the positivity at them is really what I see, you know, going on there. Okay, let's get your woodland creatures card. Okay, a Scorpio, or woodland wardens. All right, that's what it's called. All right, super cool deck. Thank you, Liz. All right, what do we got for Scorpio? Okay, guardianship. Okay, and innocence. Yeah, I do. I feel like there is an innocence. With that Six of Cups, it's usually an innocence energy. So we have the rose, the wolf and rosehip, guardianship. Okay. Yeah, and that's like that protective energy, you know, that I sense is going on here. And we do have innocence and overcoming obstacles, communication. Okay, overcoming obstacles, and then with the goat and willow, okay, overcoming obstacles, and then the rooster and sunflower, communication showing up here. All right, and this innocence, the mouse and buttercup. So I feel like, you know, there's something about guarding this innocence here that is important, that is something that is like valiant in some kind of way. That's what I see. Okay. All right. So that was Scorpio. We are on to Sagittarius. All right. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see what the message is for you. We are looking at whatever wants to come out at this time for Sagittarius, please. What is Sagittarius' message? Sagittarius. Okay, thank you. Those. All right, thank you. And yeah, let's get these. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see what we got. Facade, detachment, wow, and spying. All right. So you may be detaching from someone, but not really, like still kind of wanting to keep tabs on them in some way, or vice versa. All right, someone may be doing that with you. Yeah, I feel a lot of guarded energy here. Unfortunately, okay, so we're going to pull some advice cards for this, because I feel like something's not moving forward. All right. Someone's not being like super clear with their communications or giving you that clarity. It feels like sort of unfinished, you know, business going on here. We have the cards, these oracle cards. We have facade, beliefs, detachment, cold. Okay, the facade card is kind of weird. It's hard to tell what's going on in this image, but it's this dude, and it's like his face is missing, but he's like looking at his face like this. Okay, that part that's missing is here. It's really kind of hard to see that in the detail of this card, but it's like, to me, I look at that as like sort of a metaphor. Like, it's time to take a look at something. What is, you know, what are these beliefs? Everything's a facade. You know, I'm trying to, you know, if you're like a masculine, you might be trying to work out a lot, or you might be trying to do this a lot, or something along those lines, and just feeling like the whole world is a facade, you know, that kind of deal. And with this detachment and cold. So, or you may be a feminine who's feeling like that is someone you are dealing with, a masculine. You may be like kind of spying a little bit on them, or trying to figure out like a little bit more about them. And that can even be via a tarot reading, right? Cross-watching, or checking their social media, something like that. But I do feel like there's like a detachment of someone, and it's like they're not really like saying why. Okay, it's not the clarity that you're wanting. I feel like this person, they want to, but ultimately I feel like they can't seem to move forward with something. All right. So I feel like they may have given you a dose of like good, like here's where I'm at, here's what I want to do, here's what I'd like to see. But then when it kind of boils down to it, stagnancy. All right. They're not, it's kind of almost like they're singing a different tune now, right? Or it's like not even singing a tune. Like they're sort of like halfway humming, murbling, garbling a tune. It's like it's not even really coming through. So the thing is, you have a masculine here that's dealing with spiritual change that needs to happen within themselves. So, don't take anything personally at this time. I would say if this reading is resonating for you, if it's not, check your like moon or rising, Venus, Mars, something like that. But I do feel like this is a pretty specific reading, and there's a masculine here that's like really craving spiritual change, but doesn't know that that's what they're craving. So they're sort of in that detachment phase, and they thought they knew what they wanted, but now they don't know what they want. And you may be thinking that has a lot to do with you, but I think it has a lot to do with just where they're at in life at this time. So they're not really recognizing what it is that they need to do to change. So let me get some oracle card advice for you guys. I feel like it's something that's not really moving forward at this time. That's my first impression here. But let's see. What energy and or advice do you have for Sagittarians, please? Sagittarius. Energy and or advice. Okay. No? Okay. All right, let's go with those. Let's see what we got. Okay, trust at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So we have self-love, always great. Okay, absolutely. All right. Angel of love. Okay. And we have confidence. Okay, confidence. Beautiful. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like you guys might be taking this like it's something wrong with you. Or like, oh, maybe I wasn't this enough, or maybe I wasn't that enough, or man, I don't know how to play the game anymore. Or, you're getting down on yourself or feeling like you're letting this erode your confidence in some way. And I'm here to say, like, it's not you. It's not anything to do. It's not that you weren't attractive enough, or you weren't interesting enough, or you weren't intelligent enough, or you weren't this enough, or, anything like that. It's again, like this masculine energy is like waking up to like the facade they've been living, and they don't want to live that anymore, but they don't understand, like it hasn't clicked yet that like for you it may be very easy, especially being Sagittarius, very easy to see this. For them, they don't like get it, so they're just like detaching because they don't understand what they're going through is actually like a spiritual crisis, a spiritual evolution, and they don't know that yet. So it's not you. You are not like, there was nothing wrong with you, or there's nothing, you know what I'm saying? It's not that. So make sure to keep just at this time, time better spent rather than like kind of seeing what they're up to, cross-watching readings, or, checking their Facebook, or, if you are even, not everybody is doing that, but for those of you that are, best thing to do right now is just indulge more in self-love, trust. You had trust at the bottom of the deck, trust in the angel of love, and have confidence. All right. Do not let this situation erode your confidence or your trust that there is like an angel putting something together for you in a true loving capacity. All right. That's what I see. All right. So, let me get your Woodlands card here. Woodland Warden card. All right. For Sagittarius. Okay. Independence. All right. That's what you got right now. All right. I'm finding satisfaction in that right now. Okay. You have satisfaction underneath the deck. And you have the High Priestess underneath the deck as well. So it's like the cat and the lavender. All right. Independence. I feel like this is not a situation that's working out right now. All right. And it's more of that self-love, nurturing, and confidence, and faith and trust in love. All right. But right now it's independence time is from this situation is what I'm seeing. Okay. So we are on to Capricorn. Okay. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what your message is. We are looking at whatever wants to come out. All right, whatever wants to come out for Capricorn. Capricorn Sun and or any placements. Capricorn friends, what is their message, please? Okay. Okay, decisions at the bottom of the deck. Decisions. Okay. Let's get some tarot. Okay, Capricorn, please. What is the message for Capricorn? So, Layla. That's a weird one. I haven't heard that for a while. Clapton. Wow. It's got that very zen-like opening to it, so maybe there's something about that, like just being zen right now. All right, maybe you guys are trying to make a decision. Yeah, you have the Magician underneath the deck. Okay, let's see. What do we got going on? Isolating thoughts, shadow side, dark side, separation, longing. Wow. Okay, so I feel like there's two, because we have this like masculine and then we have this feminine card. Okay, we have this masculine card, isolating thoughts. We have this feminine, what does it say? Yeah, dark night, shadow side kind of thing going on. So I do feel like there's and separation and longing here as well. Okay. So obviously, you know, the obvious thing, you could be going through it with someone right now. It doesn't have to be masculine, feminine, it can be any gender combination here. But I mean, those are the, you know, the ones that are showing. Yeah, it just feels like things maybe are not going as hunky-dory. And I said hunky-dory and I did think of Bowie. So maybe somebody's a Bowie fan. Okay, so let's see. Honestly, a whole lot of like blah. That's what I see going on here, Capricorn. All right, so we're definitely going to pull some oracle cards with this and get some energy and or advice. I feel like there's a whole look at the head hung low. You know, hang down your head, Tom Dooley. Right? It's just sort of like a head hung low. It's like it looks like there's, you know, should I, shouldn't I? How should I move forward? You know, that kind of thing. But then it's like, oh, that's a lot of work, you know, and, you know, maybe it's a lot of work, you know, to live together or to have a home. Maybe you guys live together. There's a separation here, something along those lines. With the Magician here, this is all about like wanting to manifest happiness, new things. Okay. So I feel like if there's two people here and it is a relationship, that it's just sort of in that blah stage, like nothing's really moving forward here. Let me get the energy advice cards. Let me see what we have going on. If you're a feminine, regardless of the gender, all right, of a situation, like whomever you may feel like separated from at this time, maybe it just needs some time. You know, it does say isolating. You know, it doesn't say like everything's over, everything's done, you know, breakup cards everywhere or anything like that. Maybe this is a time to embrace that shadow side, get to know like what, you know, that dark night, like get in touch with that feminine knowing of things. Because it's like, I mean, you know, you do have the Magician here, you do have the Four of Wands here. I mean, you have some decent cards, but it just feels like nothing's really progressing. Nothing's really moving forward. So let me see what the advice is for you. All right, so what is the advice, energy and or advice for Capricorn here? Wow, okay. Oh, the caring connection card, okay. So when I see this, it's a nice card, but I gotta say, it almost always shows up in readings, like when I do personal readings and stuff, as like, it is a caring connection, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's the end-all be-all connection. All right, so it's kind of like, well, I don't know if everybody's that way, but like I have people that I've had fairly meaningful relationships with, right? And they're like caring connections. You know, it's like we didn't make it necessarily, you know, but they're still like a caring connection. That's kind of what I'm getting here. So this may be something where you end up being friends or, you know, something like that. All right. It's like you do care about each other. Nobody's like pissed off here. Nobody's like storming out of the house or F you, I don't ever want to see you again. There's nothing going on like that. So, but it is definitely not progressing either, is what I'm seeing. Okay, so what do we have? Victim mentality. There we go. Back and forth. There we go. And then we have transformation, pleasure, and caring connection. So we have this masculine energy here. We have the victim mentality card, okay, and we have the back and forth card, okay. So he's a pretty boy, right? But he's on a seesaw in a desert with all these metaphors of like that. I mean, they threw everything at this card. So it's like back and forth, because we got that with the seesaw. They're in a desert. Desert means like nothing's growing. There's clouds and fog, which is a metaphor in Oracle of, foggy thinking. And there's mountains. And mountains are typically obstacles. All right, in tarot. Okay, so they just threw everything at this card. So we have this masculine here that's just basically, on this seesaw of back and forth. It could have a lot to do with victim mentality things like, sometimes we sabotage for things. Sometimes someone's too good for us, or, we think that and, sabotage it, or, something along those lines. So we definitely have like the masculine energy of, it's the victim mentality that is keeping them stuck. Okay, and they could have heavy water in their chart, I'm assuming, with that water pouring out of the picture. Okay, so victim mentality is hard to beat, let me tell you. All right, I mean, I lived plenty of years in that shit, and it's like, it's hard to beat. It really is. So it's a tough cycle, I see. And I feel like there's this feminine energy, right, that like has this like this power, this transformation, seeks pleasure, in freedom, in life, wants to cross bridges, wants to transform. And so I would say that most likely this like kind of masculine energy is feeling like this feminine maybe like just too independent or something for them. That could be something that, like, I feel like the masculine doesn't want to bring the feminine down. All right, but they don't know that necessarily, but like their soul knows that. And I feel like they're struggling with, am I good enough? Am I this enough for this person? All right, for you, Capricorn, right? Because it's like you're ready to transform. You're ready to have pleasure in your life. You're ready to like have this like independent power. And I feel like this masculine is like, well, I don't want to hold Capricorn down, or I don't, that kind of thing. But and in that energy, you probably would. All right, in that energy, the Capricorn, masculine, if that is what this is, possibly would. Do that. So it's better to, I feel like you may have a Capricorn masculine that needs to sort of incorporate more of this like independence and power of just kind of owning oneself and being happy with oneself and walking into a room and feeling powerful for themselves in order to be your match. All right. And it's a caring connection. I feel like you two have things that you can help each other out with. That's what I'm sensing here. So why not have like a completely different kind of relationship, right? Where, I think in this day and age, we should and could be open to a lot of different types of relationships rather than our typical, we have to date, we have to then live together. Oh, we have to do this, And of course, we all know people who experiment with different types of alternative lifestyles and things like that, but not really, and it's like those alternative lifestyles still sort of follow that same pattern too. So why not just have like good, caring relationships with others that, it's like, hey, I really like this about you, or I admire this about you, or I'm really attracted to you with this, but it doesn't mean like necessarily that it has to move in this direction. Right? It's like, why not like have that conversation and just say, you know what, I think I have this that I can bring for you. And I think you have something that you can bring for me, not in a using way. And that's the thing. We have this like such a like stigma with it, using people, but we all use people. It's not a negative thing. It's only when, you have guilt and stigma put upon that it is. But think about it. How can we not use people? I mean, in a healthy way, I'm talking about. So I feel like there's a healthy thing that can happen from this, but it needs to be seen from different perspectives. All right, that's what I'm seeing. So, all right. So I've kind of gone on quite a bit with this one. I do feel it's maybe a deeper subject that does need to be looked at from some different angles. But I do feel like the feminines watching this reading, I feel like you do have this transformation, freedom. You are realizing you want more pleasure in your life. You don't want to be stuck in a back and forth kind of relationship with the desert and the seesaw and the mountains and the fog and things like that. You do care about this person, and you may long for this person, but it may, separation may behoove you right now so that you can manifest like newer energies in your life. And I would say if you're a masculine energy watching this, that there's something here to not see yourself as not an equal to someone. Instead, incorporate those things, for yourself to be an equal, matching, powerful partner for someone. All right, that's what I'm seeing there, because you've got it, definitely. All right, so that's what I have for Capricorn. Let's go to Aquarius. Okay. Boom. All right. Okay, Aquarius. Let's see what we have for you. Aquarius. Aquarius, messages. Whatever wants to come out for Aquarius. Oh, all right. We'll just go 1, 2, 3 right there. All right. And, tarot. There we go. Okay, Aquarius. Let's see what the message is for you. Whatever wants to come out, Aquarius. Aquarius Sun and Aquarius placements. What is the message for Aquarius? So you guys may be protecting yourself right now, like protecting your confidence, not letting something get to you. Yeah, all right. You're not falling for confusion right now or getting confused or something along those lines. You're being on guard, like protecting yourself and your your confidence, basically, like not letting anyone erode your confidence or step in and come in with their confusing gaslighting or something like that. I feel okay. So let's see. Yeah, you have Sun, strength, empowerment. That's a very, very good, healthy card, all right, to be showing up. You also have truth, expression, and reunion, soul ties. Okay, so you have this masculine card of truth and expression, and then reunion and soul ties showing up here. Okay, I feel like that's not necessarily in the current energy or like what's happening like this second. I mean, maybe for some of you it is. I feel like it's something that's like, is this a possibility, in the future, something like that. Okay, I just heard, I definitely would like not have this song in my head for any other reason, because it's, it's not something like that is on my playlist or, that I would listen to, over and over or anything like that. So I just heard I think it was the 70s Village People and In the Navy. So there may be someone in the Navy. All right, that's possible too for some of you if that hits. Okay, so what do we got going on for the 7 of Cups here? 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, things are like really kind of up in the air right now. If you're waiting for the truth from someone or something like that, I feel like it's not necessarily, like, no pun intended, on the table right now. Like if there's someone like that you're hoping to reunite with, or that you feel you have a soul tie, or that you just want the truth, or or something like that, I don't feel like that's coming in this like immediate energy here is what I see. So I feel like I kind of going out, having a good time, a decision to go out and have a good time. Some of you are kind of torn between working hard, playing hard, sort of things. Just, yeah, as long as you get the work done, there's time to play too, for sure. I do feel also like it is important to kind of kind of protect your confidence right now. Don't let anyone like kind of, you know, chip away at it or anything like that. And I really just don't see much going on, quite frankly. All right, there's not much I can do with this to make it more exciting. But you know what? Sometimes life is like that, right? It's a current energy reading. It's not like, oh my God, you're getting married. Oh my God, you're getting a new job. Oh my God, this, you know, all the time. So let's see what we get from the oracle cards and see what comes out here, because I honestly I feel like you know, not much. I like the Sun Strength Empowerment card. You know, I feel like that's a really healthy card, and that's where it's at. Where it's at. Okay, so let's see what's going on for Aquarius. Energy and or advice, please. Anything needing to know? Okay, all right, and that one, let's go with that too. Okay, so these fell out. Let's see. TikTok, to the sea, hostilities, travel. Okay, and then we have action. All right. I feel like, yeah, don't just throw yourself into work and like not have fun. Okay. Definitely do take some time out to do something you enjoy or go out with friends, something like that. Take action towards making a choice to have fun. All right. Like that I do see. Like, don't negate having fun. Others of you, I don't know. I feel like you're feeling like a time crunch here or something like that about possibly, and it could be like something about this, like reunion, soul tie, or something like that, of like, well, should I move on or should I be pissed off at this? You know, it's like kind of that, you know, or should I, you know, invite them to travel with me, you know, kind of thing. And it's like, honestly, I feel like all of that is like, the decision is to just take action and like have fun with like your friends is what I see, or yourself. All right. Like take some time to do something you really love. She's dancing, right? And feeling more flexible. Sun, strength, you know, empowerment, you know, those things that are going to bring like more individual, in fact, too, I see like this, like sort of like healthy, you know, like this yoga, this like dancing, you know, that kind of thing. It's kind of up to you kind of deal, because I do feel like there's like something that's not resolved, you know, necessarily with like truth and expression. But I don't see it like resolving, like right here in this current energy. So I feel like the choice is saying, hey, you know what, then go, you know, screw that, then I'm going to go, you know, screw you guys, I'm going home. You know, screw you guys, I'm going to go have fun. That's what I see. Like, go have some action, some fun, either by yourself or with friends, things like that. And anything to do with like feeling like time's running out and TikTok, you know, should I move here? Should I do this? Should I travel? Should I blah, blah, blah? Should I wait for this person to give me the truth? Those types of things I feel like they chip at your confidence, and I feel like they're not doing you any good right now. So it's better to turn the wheel in a more positive direction of like, what can I do to empower myself and take action? And, you know, maybe have some friends and fun and things like that, and get the work done and get work in too. All right. Okay. So let's see. That was Aquarius. We are on to Pisces. Okay. All right. Pisces. Let's see what the message is for you. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, any placements. Pisces, please. Pisces. No, really? All those? Maybe on that one. Okay. All right. Let's get some tarot cards for you. All right. What is the message? Whatever would like to come out for Pisces. Oh, hello, Devil card. Or Capricorn. Let's see. I'm not sure yet. The cards are like bouncy. Buoyant. Buoyant. Okay. Pisces. Maybe. Okay, strength card. All right. Yeah, it wasn't sort of like, maybe. Okay, so we got Devil card. We got the Fool card. All right. 6 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. Okay, interesting. Yeah, there's something here about having the courage to change, because that was that like sort of like maybe card that I pulled with the Oracle cards, and then once I saw it, I'm like, yeah, I think that definitely belongs here in this reading. Let's see what your other Oracle cards are. Okay, so you have apology here, forgiveness. stability, harmony, flow, and Pluto transformation. Okay, so yeah, I do feel transformation is showing up here, but it is requiring the courage to change also and to move, like literally, some of you move or move on from a situation. All right, so yeah, I think that you've lived and learned something recently, like from the past, like how not to like just throw caution to the wind and just like jump back into something that's like unhealthy or toxic or not moving you forward, you know, kind of thing. And having the confidence now to put that behind you and move forward, to change, to move towards things that are, you know, bringing you much needed transformation here, more stability, harmony, flow. So I do feel like though in the past, though the recent past, there has been like some sort of apology or forgiveness work for some of you. If it hasn't been a literal apology, there's been some forgiveness work done with a situation, and I feel like you freed yourself from said situation. So it's like I feel like you are like freeing yourself from a chained, you know, energy or chained situation. Yeah, chained. Pixies song, right? Cue Pixies. And it's like you are having the confidence to leave things behind and move forward. So many of you, really, there could be literal moving, traveling, something like that, because she's got like suitcases. She's on the train tracks, right? We have the Eight of Cups here, which can also many times mean like movement, literal in tarot. But if not, it's like metaphoric, like I said, where you're just emotionally detaching from this stuff. You have the confidence now. You're ready to leave some things behind. You're ready to, you know, venture out there a little bit more into the unknown and see what's going on. But it's not like the unknown, because the thing is, you know, you do have this stability, harmony, and flow. So I feel like that's going to come in for you very quickly, as far as like that is the major transformation that you are going through, because you needed that Plutonian emotional transformation in order to move towards these things. So all in all, I would say it looks like an extremely healthy reading and a very positive reading as to like genuine moving forward. It's not like a show or a facade or like a fake it till you make it kind of thing. It's like a genuine like knowing, you know, you can feel that transformation. You can feel that you are moving towards the stability in your life or harmony or flow. But again, some of you might just be at that precipice, like needing to get there. All right. In which case, have that courage. Have that courage to leave those things behind. Emotionally detached from those things that do not serve you anymore, right? And have that confidence to move forward. I'm going to pull a couple of the Woodland Warden cards for you, and let's see what we have for you. All right, Pisces, please. Pisces. Oh, there you are. Okay. All right. Yeah, wow. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Hare and Oak, new opportunities. Hare, like Hare, like a rabbit, right? New opportunities, and that's where you're headed. Okay, for sure. It's not quite here yet, right? But that's where you're headed as you have this confidence to detach from something and move forward. Okay, so we have the Bat and Hellebore, intuition. I'm not sure if I said that herb or flower right. Okay, Hellebore. Okay. Intuition. The Ram and Dahlia, determination. That's what I'm seeing for sure. Determination. You are like demanding transportation. Maybe that too. You are demanding transformation. The Weasel and Pine, introspective. So you have a lot here about intuitive, introspection, determination. So you're determined to listen to your intuition now. I love it. You're not shying away from introspection, and from doing those things, that's what's helping you to free yourself and let go of things, have the confidence to move forward in the directions you need to move forward. So, and the courage to do so. And you will see transformation in your stability and confidence, harmony and flow, all of those things. Okay. All right. That's what I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed your readings, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye.